So I've had a lot of people reach out to me lately and ask where I've been. I'm usually pretty active on social media, and I haven't been in the past month and a half or so. There's a pretty good explanation for that, and I figured on today would be a great day to share that. I have recently been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer that has metastatically advanced to my liver. A couple months ago, I started having these random fevers and these days where after I was doing photo shoots and stuff, I just ran out of energy. And I would come home and I would lay down and I'd wake up with 101, 102 degree temperature that would last about 5 or 6 hours, and then it would disappear. And it would come back the next day, same exact thing, disappear again. And then it would go away completely for several weeks. So I didn't think anything of it. I actually thought it was COVID, and I got tested every single time and it always came up negative. And that happened September, October, November, and in December it happened 2 weeks in a row, right around Christmas. And I went into a walk-in clinic because I was like, something has to be going on here. And I had some blood work done, and when it came up, it showed that my liver enzymes were kind of skyrocketed a little bit, and we thought it might be some kind of an infection. So after the first of the year, I noticed that my symptoms weren't really changing. They weren't getting better, they weren't getting worse, they were just kind of hovering. So I got referred into a gastroenterologist to go kind of check and see what was going on. We ran a couple of tests, some more blood work. I did a CT scan, and it came up showing that I had lesions on my liver. They immediately had me set up for a liver biopsy a couple days later. They went in and took the biopsy, and I found out about a day later that it had metastatic adenocarcinoma on it that was coming from colorectal cancer, which is colon cancer. So I immediately had a colonoscopy scheduled. They found the tumor, and we started on a plan of how we're going to attack it. A couple days later, having a port put here, right here in my chest, which, in fact, as I sit here right now, I'm actually doing my chemo right now as we speak. I started 2 days ago, and I've got this little pump that I brought home with me that is basically keeping me saturated while I go through my first of probably many cycles to get this under control. I'm very positive of how it's looking and how things are going to be. There is surgical options available, but I'm taking this route now to try to figure out what it is, we're going to do in what order. This has been very difficult because I'm an active person. I'm active in the community, I'm active in my work, in my photography, and this has put a stop to everything. And it sucks, it really does. There are days where before I started doing this, there are days where I just had zero energy and I couldn't hardly do anything. And when you're a photographer, when you're a one-man crew and you're lugging around gear and stuff in and out of your truck and into setup and you're breaking a sweat. I barely make it through half a day. If I've got a full day commercial shoot, I can barely make it. So I've had to cancel pretty much everything. Some of the things, as I'm sitting here on this chemotherapy right now, some of the things that I've already had is a little bit of like neuropathy type cold things in my fingertips. It's not so bad, but if I go outside in this beautiful Fargo weather right now, like my hands are burning, my face is burning, it's a very cold sensitivity thing. I don't have the energy I used to when I would shoot all day events. Some of you may have seen me shooting a TEDx event or shooting some of the events around town where I'm running around with cameras. That's not even possible right now. And it is miserable because that's who I was, that's who I am. And the fact that I can't do that right now is very frustrating. So it's been an interesting transition. It really has. It has kind of flipped my life upside down really fast. And it's going to be a very long road that I'm gonna have to battle for quite a while. I've already had to cancel a lot of work. I've had to cancel a lot of things that I had planned with clients and work and everything because I don't know how my body's going to affect or be affected by these treatments, this chemotherapy that I'm doing, and this surgery I'll have. One of the surgeries is going to take me down 3 to 4 weeks, and right now I've got to do the chemo until I can buy time to do the surgery and then come back to the chemo until I can do another surgery. Like, that's the route I'm going to have to take for the next who knows how long. This already is the most I've ever put in my body in my life as far as medications go, and I don't know how it's gonna work. But if anybody knows me, if you've known me in my past of playing baseball and going through all this stuff, I'm a fighter. Like, I will not quit. There's no way. I'm not stopping. I am not quitting at all. I will not let this define me. I will not let this change who I am, and I will not let it beat me. I'm just not going to. I will exhaust every single avenue I possibly can until I beat this and I'm done and I'm cancer free and I can live another 40 or 50 years. I've already told the doctor, I don't want 4 or 5 more years. I want 40 or 50 more years. It's going to be hard. I'm going to need help. I hate asking for help. I'm always the one helping everybody else, and it's very odd for me to ask for help. So it feels weird, but I can honestly say this is going to be a real difficult transition as I try to figure out what's going to happen with my body as I go through all of this. I'm going to need support, you know, with not having any work and not having everything. I don't know how I'm going to handle all of it. I really don't. So I'm going to need help. There's an amazing group in town here called Lend a Hand Up, who I used to actually shoot video and photos for and do work for. They have been amazing for people around the community and around the Fargo area, and extended out for families and people who are in need, and families and people who are going to struggle by losing work from having trauma and disease and deaths and things along those lines. And when they found out that this was happening to me, they basically opened their arms and said, come sit on the other side of the table. Let us help you. Hopefully by the time of this video, it's set up and ready to go. If you want to help at all with what I've got going and what I'm going to be battling with for all this time with losing work and starting this process that is just the unknown, they're going to be setting up like a benefit kind of a thing where people can donate and they can, help me out. I believe I want to give people options. If you feel like donating and if you feel like helping me out with this, there's going to be an option to make a donation. But if you want to buy a print from me, actually that helps just as well. The profits I make off my print sales would be amazing help right now. And you would get something back in return. You would get a beautiful piece of artwork for your wall. And I want to have that as an option if you'd like to have something back for the donation that you would give or for any help that you would give me. So I'm working on that now, and I'm hoping to have that set up within the next couple of days. But the main donation area is something that is going to be handled by Lend a Hand Up, who is, like I said, is a fantastic organization, and they will have everything set that if you feel like helping me out through this, that's the way to go. And hopefully by the time you see this video, I have the link set up and it's down below in the description. I love this community, I do. And I've loved living here. Some of the most amazing people I've met have been around this area, and I want to stay a part of this community, and I want to keep living in this community, and I want to keep living in general. This can happen to anybody. I lost my mother to cancer about 7 years ago, and she had fought as hard as she could, and I'm starting to understand some of the things that she went through, and I'm going to beat it, not only for myself but for her and for the loved ones that I have and for the people who want to see me here for another 40 or 50 years. Because I got more motorcycle riding to do, I got more traveling to do, I got more landscape shooting to do, I got more commercial stuff to do, I have more fun to have and travels to take and creative ideas to come up with. I'm not going to be sidelined by this. I'm not going to let this take me out of life. It might knock me down for a little bit, but by God, I'm getting back up. That's where I'm at. That's why you haven't seen me on social media. That's why I haven't been posting a lot of things. That's why I haven't been working on landscapes, or you haven't seen me out doing photo shoots in the past couple of weeks. Because most of the time by the end of the day, when I get done with my day, I'm just drained. And it has not been the most exciting time in my life. And I'm looking to change that, and I'm looking to fix that. And that's what we're going to work on, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to beat this. I'm not going to let this get the best of me, and I'm not going to let this win. I have too many people out there who are pulling for me and counting on me, and I've met too many wonderful people in my life to leave this earth anytime soon. There's a lot more life to live, and I'm looking forward to living it. Have a great, whatever the heck the weather is going to do, because we don't know anymore. And please go get screened and checked for different kinds of cancers. It's very important. It really is. So go take care of that. Tell them I sent you. That's not going to help. But I'll be seeing you around. I promise. You make noises at the awkward times and you distract me. Like you can hear me. Hey, you're saving my life though. Can't complain too much. They just came in and took it off of me, but they forgot to turn it off the machine. It's gonna blow! Oh, thank God. A little bit of blue Gatorade to match the blue. So honestly, a forearm IV, not recommended, but I'll take it over the hand. Look at that bruise I still got on the hand from my last IV there. So I'll take the forearm over the hand any day. This thing, look at this thing. Ugh. Stuck right into my chest. Right there. I'm out of surgery. Ugh. Recovery for a little bit. It went a lot longer than they had said. I don't know why it's 4:30 in the afternoon right now, so just in case you were worried about me, I'm alive. But you know, the worst part is the strap. The strap is just, it's so small. I'm a giant. Can you make a bigger strap? Like, I had this thing fully extended and it just doesn't work. It fits in my pocket better than it fits on my shoulder. Yeah, I can complain. I'm the one with cancer here. Come on. That blue light, is that blue light okay? Blue light was all right, right? I don't know. I'm wearing blue, whatever. Didn't feel like going down in the cold and getting my other stuff. Mic check. Mic check. Can't even tell my levels. I don't even have my good audio equipment. I don't even know how this is going to turn out. Oh, good. The computer screen stayed on this time. Yay. They kept shutting off on me no matter what I did. Just updated it. For those of you that don't know, I have a pinched nerve in my neck from baseball, from way back here. And every time I talk for a while, I get jerky. And I feel like I have Tourette's. Like I'm like, ah. It's not Tourette's. I can sit here and just do this. It doesn't bother me. It's just as soon as I start talking, my neck gets tight. And I just, like this, and everything feels tight. I had it cleared up for a little bit. You should have seen how calm I was when I came out of the sedation. It was amazing. It's the best nap I ever had. So I gotta tell all of you. Nothing. I don't have anything to tell all of you. I'll stop there. That's good. That's like 27 minutes of... Jeez, that's 27 minutes of audio. I can't go through that. Now I have to edit all this. One-man crew, that's what I get.